I'm just looking forward to the next session. Like my wife said, we're on our 9th session now, and for me, honestly, what scares me the most is the fact that it's going to end at some point. So I wish it could be a regular counseling session, something that I can look forward to every week in my marriage, because I feel like Pastor Lizzie will have something insightful every session. She shares stories, she shares her own personal testimonies, other people's testimonies, and it's just very, very encouraging. And it just reminds me that this marriage journey, we're not alone, that we have someone like Pastor Lizzie that is helping other couples along with the journey.
My name is Ebere. From Oyo State, Ibadan. I'm an entrepreneur, fashion specifically, and I'm in Abuja. I'm based in Abuja.
Hi everyone, my name is Eberechukwu Ebere. I'm a management consultant. My family is from Imo State. I live in Abuja with my family. From my memory, it was a Sunday afternoon after church or so. At that time I was looking for a place to stay. So I was just driving around different areas in Abuja. And I got to one juncture and I saw my wife then coming down from a vehicle. Then I just followed her in my car all the way till she got home. In fact, at a point I lost her. And I just decided to come down from the car and look around and try my luck that maybe I'll see her. And luckily, or maybe by God's design, I saw her coming out of her house and I introduced myself. I saw she was going back out. I offered her a lift to wherever she was going, and that was history after that.
Okay, so my husband has said everything, pretty much everything. Yes, we met right in front of my house. So according to him, he had seen me from the junction and then followed me all the way to my house. And then I saw him coming. He was gonna ask for me. I thought he was gonna ask for a direction or something, and then he asked for my name, and that was it. Then he offered me a lift to Gariki. Yes, Gariki. And that was it. That was pretty much it. First of all, when I met him, he's a very responsible guy. Like, his look is very responsible. So when I met him, the last thing on my mind was he was single. I thought he was married, with children and all that. So I thought it was one of those guys that missed their way. That was the first impression I had. Until we were in the car together. We're in his car together and we chatted for a while. Really, I think it was just a responsibility for me. He has this responsible look.
For me, first impression, of course, they say guys attracted to what they see. I thought she was very beautiful. In fact, I felt she was the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen. So I had to try my luck, and I got lucky.
Pretty much 6 months. We met in May.
Yeah.
We met in May and we got married in November. Okay, so I'm going to give a short history. I've known Pastor Elizabeth Ishola before I got wedded to my husband. We started Faithville Assembly from the house. So I was one of those people, I was opportunity to start with them from the house, and that was it. So she was more like a spiritual mother, and then we had to move to Anon Plaza. So she was a spiritual mother. They were spiritual parents. So at the time I met my husband, I had invited him over for a program we're having then, and then he honored the invitation. He came, and I think that was it. And then a few more times he visited the assembly. I had to introduce. I think we both went to Pastor Elizabeth Ishola, that we wanted to enroll in the premarital class. then as singles. Okay, so we weren't really, our relationship wasn't defined. We didn't know if we were gonna get married to each other or not. So we wanted to enroll in the premarital class because, first of all, I've always enjoyed Pastor Elizabeth's teaching. So we decided we were going to, enroll, and which was quite successful. So at the time we're almost done, we decided we're going to get married. And while we're done with the 3 months, it was a 3-month course, and we did a court wedding right after.
Well, by the time we decided to come for post-marital, we have already been married for 5 years. We were having some challenges in the marriage, so we decided that we needed some counseling. It's actually something we've been considering for a long time, but we just, for some reason, couldn't or didn't think of where to go for counseling. My wife has been suggesting Pastor Lizzie's counsel for a long time, but it took me a while to come around to it. But at the end of the day, she really encouraged us to take her course. I think it was a good timing too, because I think Pastor Lizzie had just completed some. She
had just graduated.
Yeah, I feel like her ministry was really, peaking.
At the peak. Yeah.
We said we think she could be the best person to go to. They know us. They know our relationship. They know our history.
Easy.
So it was easy to come to them for counseling, and it's been one of the best decisions that
we've ever made. Okay, so I'm gonna add to that. Yes, we've been married 5 years, and it was I think a few weeks before we decided we're gonna enroll was our anniversary, our 5th anniversary. So we thought to ourselves that, okay, what are we going to do for this 5th year, the completion of this 5th year? And instead of going out there chilling, we thought to do a post-marital counseling. It's more like a gift, to us, so we can improve more in our marriage. We wanted more. We weren't doing too bad, but we wanted more in our marriage. So we thought to go to Pastor Elizabeth Ishola for post-marital counseling. And for me, I'm going to go first. Really, it has been helpful. I've always said it, like, Pastor Elizabeth is blessed with this, so she has the gifts on her already. So if you're coming for a counseling from her, you just have to be open to learning from her. So the first, second, third, we're on the 9th of our counseling already, which is almost done. I can say that, first of all, I've been able to pour out my heart, without being judged or without being scared or afraid of someone using it against my family, my husband and I. First of all, I had been able to trust her enough to open up my heart to her in the presence of my husband. And then at the point I was able to, pour out my heart, I found peace. I'd bottled up a lot. So I found peace, and then I found understanding. So I understood why my husband is the way he is, because of his personality. You understand? So it's been great. It's been amazing. Like, the past few weeks has been peaceful with us. Our home has been peaceful, and we're better at communicating. I think we're picking that up gradually. We know what to say and how to let things slide for a while before picking them up again. So really, I would say that the testimony for me is the peace. Really, it's the peace. It's the innermost peace for me here.
For me, my testimony is similar. I would say from the first session, I started to feel a lot better. I think what helped me feel better was the wisdom that Pastor Lizzie has concerning this topic of marriage. She really understands what marriage is about, what it takes, what God says about marriage, and she's not really doing it 100% from a pastor point of view. She's really doing it from a therapeutic counseling point of view. So the sessions for me have been been very therapeutic. So when I leave the sessions, I feel much better about myself, about my wife, about my marriage. I'm just looking forward to the next session. Like my wife said, we're on our 9th session now, and for me, honestly, what scares me the most is the fact that it's going to end at some point. So I wish it could be a regular counseling session, something that I can look forward to every week in my marriage, because I feel like Pastor Lizzie will have something insightful every session. She shares stories, she shares her own personal testimonies, other people's testimonies, and it's just very, very encouraging. And it just reminds me that this marriage journey, we're not alone, that we have someone like Pastor Lizzie that is helping other couples along with the journey.
So you want to go first?
In one sentence, for young couples, I would say don't do marriage alone. Look for an older couple to mentor you from day one, from even before day one. It's very, very important. You can't do it alone. Someone has to be there to guide you, someone that has been there before. Marriage is the most complicated venture that anyone can ever embark on. And in order to be successful at it, you need guidance. You need guidance.
I'd like to say that no marriage is perfect. Don't ever think anyone's marriage is any better than yours, really, because you never can tell what they're going through. So first of all, I always say that be open-minded, be open to learning, so that's one of the keys of the major attributes we have, both of us had, which is being open to learning more. So as a young couple, you should be open to improve your marriage. Marriage is work, is a hard work, so it's an improving thing. You have to improve every day. You can't be where you are. You have to get better and better as the years add on. So that's it.